We called for 6. We got 6 of them out there. 8 laps to distance. Top 4 will redraw for tonight's feature for the modifieds. Pompey and Shealy off turn number 4. You see the cone. That's where we started, and we are racing. Down the front straightaway, they ride to turn number 1. Dan Pompey out front sets the early race lead. Up the back straightaway, here comes Petrilak. He found the quick way around last week, and right now, he just split the gap up the back straightaway in the number 2 position. The leading lap number 1, it's going to be the 11 of Dan Pompey, Petrilak, Shealy, Colston, and Colston. Up the back straightaway, Pompey. Problems for the 51 of Mike Colston. He's on the pace in turn number 2. That's going to necessitate a yellow on lap number 2. Pompey on the binders. Now he gets the gas, stacks him up behind him. Shealy's going to keep going. Did not see the green flag waving. That's going to be a no start. Green flag is out as that happens a much better start in turn 4. Now they ride at the third one. Petrilak going to rim ride the cushion. Around Pompey, those two finished 1-2 last Friday night in the feature. And Nick Petrilak has found something here in the late part of 2017. Pompey right there in the number 2 spot. Joey Colston third. Frank Jankowski in the 84Y rides in 4th. And 5th is a Jeff Shealy 38 machine. Petrilak going to continue to rim ride that cushion. He's going to see the cross flags. 4 down, 4 to go in the 151 of Joey Colston. Around over in turn number 4. That's going to bring out the yellow flag. Green flag is out. They're underway. Petrilak on the accelerator. Pompey racing the chase. Shealy third. 4th is Colston. Jankowski sent to the rear for his involvement over there in that melee in turn 3 and 4. They ride up the back straightaway. Petrilak about a 3-car length advantage. Pompey has worked that bottom side of the speedway all season long. He's made it work. Right now he's down to within 3-car lengths. Shealy holding on to third. The 88 regular running here for the second week in a row. Holding down the number 3 spot. Top 2 have broken away from the field. Petrilak shows the way. Now he could be in trouble as Pompey going to go up and test the waters up on the wild side. Down in the corner number 1 and 2, they ride it. Petrilak shows the way. Pompey second, Shealy, Jankowski, and Colston. They're raging a battle for the 4th and final redraw position. Off of corner number 4, Petrilak's going to see the white flag. 1 3/8 of a mile to go for Nick Petrilak. It's going to be a 3-car battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th all the way to the wire. Final time we ride up into the north end of the speedway. It rides a 72 of Nick Petrilak, the 11 of Pompey. And on the turn 4, the win will go to Nick Petrilak. Pompey 4-2. Jeff Shealy holding down the number 3 spot. He's going to cross the line third. 4th is the 84Y of Frank Jankowski. His partner alongside aboard the 78, his first start of the season is Grant Hilfinger, and final starter on the field, the Morden Motors 14K of Dan Morden. Green flag waving, they're racing down the front straightaway. Hartnett on the outside, they're 3 wide behind them. As they ride it into turn number 1 and 2, they're going to stay 3 wide. Here comes the 145 of Rulovich. They have stayed 3 wide almost all the way around the racetrack. Just a bunch of different pairs of 3 wide racing. Kevin Hartnett leads lap 1, followed by the 145 of Rulovich. The 78 of Grant Hilfiger, the 1 of Darwin Green, Dan Solomon, Rusty Smith, Dan Morden. The stalker, Kevin Hartnett, out front, showing the way. The Hartnett Race Designs, Thomas Pompey General Contracting, number 88 machine, a multi-time track champion and 2-time feature winner here this season, as showing the way around the 3/8 mile as they ride it down to the north end of the speedway. The 145 of Alan Rulovich, defending track champion, sitting there in the number 2 spot. 3rd is Grant Hilfiger, his first start of the season here at the Penn Can Speedway. Riding pretty good right now in the all-white 78 hot rod. Cross flags are going up in the air. 4 down, 4 to go for your race leader, Kevin Hartnett. Alan Rulovich, Grant Hilfinger, Darwin Green hold on to top 4 redraw positions. Darwin Green trying to reel in the 78 of Hilfinger as they ride it down to turn number 3 and 4. Darwin has got that car pitched sideways. Parallel 6 in the sky for your race leader, Kevin Hartnett. 1.5 more trips around the speedway. for the piloter of that number 88 machine. He knows how to get to victory lane. Keep your eyes peeled to him all night long. Come feature time, he's going to have a fast car tonight. Alan Rudalovich with a 145 is second. Hillfinger still battling with Darwin Green for third. Rusty Smith one spot out of the redraw. White flag waving one more time around the speedway. For the 88 of Kevin Hartnett. Alan Hollywood Rudalovich is second. Checkered flag in the air, picking up the win in qualifying heat number 2 will be Kevin Hartnett. Alan Rudalovich for 2. Grant Hillfinger third. Fourth and final redraw spot goes to DRG. Fifth, one spot out goes to 34. Green flag is waving and 8 laps the distance. Top 4 will redraw. Top 3 redraw, and Chris Kithcart out to the point into turn number 3 and 4. Jonathan Josko up to the number 2 spot as they ride off quarter number 4. Leading lap number 1, we the 51 of Chris Kithcart. The Dinosaur Dental 51 machine rides it in between quarter number 1 and 2. CK Contracting bringing you tonight's racing for the Kithcart Memorial. And right now, Chris Kithcart shows the way on lap number 2. As the 27 of Josh Pepe getting by John Josko. For position number 2, top 3 will redraw. Right now, the odd man out, Brian Blackenbiller. Off of turn number 4 this time. 3 laps up in lights on the Pepsi scoreboard for the Dinosaur Dental 51 of Chris Kithcart. He rides it off of turn 2 with a little bit of a push. He gets a great bite off of turn 2, and it opens up to about 12 car lengths. Over the Pepe 27, the Josko 08. They're your top 3 redraw positions. The Brian Blackenbiller 211 machine sliding up onto the racing group. Gets it gathered back up. Right front flat tire on the Blackenbiller 211. Race leaders come off of turn number 4. Five down, 3 remain. For the 51 machine of Chris Kithcart. He shows the way up the back straightaway by about 8 car length advantage. Into the number 3 and 4 turn, they ride it. This time, parallel 6 are dancing. Chris Kithcart leads them down to turn number 1 and 2. Slides it high on the quarter number 2. Josh Pepe riding there in the number 2 spot. John Josko is third and final redraw position. 1/3 of a mile to go for Chris Kithcart. Rides it off a quarter number 2, the 51 machine. Final time up the back straightaway. Chris Kithcart sets it off turn number 4. He will win qualifying heat number 1 for the Excel 600 Modified. Josh Pepe second, John Josko third, DJ Hunt fourth. Tyler Bartik is fifth. Off turn 4, green flag is out there racing. Doug Latner slides into the inside there, 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Off of quarter number 2, maybe and Bose get together. Yellow on the speedway. Green is out there, ride to turn number 1. Hitzler rides second, or Bose rides second. Hitzler rides it down to turn 1, Bose second, Eastman third. Latner fourth, fifth to 5 a.m. Mudge as they ride to the back straightaway. Aaron Bose reeling in the 9 of Richie Hitzler. But quarter number 4. Bose taking a look to the inside. Hitzler, your race leader. Bose going to again take a look down to the inside. Gets down into the hub. Will Eastman holds down the number 3 spot. They ride it down the back straightaway. Hitzler and Bose into turn number 3 and 4. Bose down on the inside. New race leader on lap number 3. It's Aaron Bose. Hitzler second, Eastman third, Latner fourth, Mudge is fifth as they ride it up the back straightaway. Aaron Bowes shows the way into turn number 3 and 4. Halfway this time, 4 down, 4 to go for the 64 of Aaron Bowes. And Hitzler now going to take a look. Bump drafting into turn 1 as he's on the accelerator into 1 and 2. Bowes gets the push off of turn 2. Aaron Bowes sets it down in the 3 and 4. Hitzler second. Eastman closing ever so slightly on the top 2. The 64 of Bowes rides it down to 1 and 2. He's opened up to about a 6-car length advantage over the Richie Hitzler number 9, the 120 of Will Eastman. Parallel sticks with the sky 2 more times around the speedway for the 64 of Aaron Bowes. Bowes rides it off of quarter number 2. Hitzler second, Eastman third. White Silk is flying. One more trip around the speedway for the 64 of Aaron Bowes. Final time in the north end of the speedway. We ride it. Checkered flag in the air, picking up the win in qualifying. Heat number 2 is Aaron Bowes. Richie Hitzler second, Will Eastman third. Doug Latner will cross the line fourth. Adam Mudge will cross the line fifth. The 101 of Doug Latner penalized 1 spot for jumping the start. Off turn number 4, race number 3 for the Excel 600cc Modifieds is underway. Down the front straightaway, Dana Davis sets it down to corner number 1 and 2. Worthing down to the inside from his 5th starting position up to a redraw spot, and he's not done yet. Give him the number 2 spot as he rides it into corner number 3 and 4. Dana Davis shows the way aboard the 138 machine. Worthing second, then it's England underneath the 163 of Belly Boyd. Boyd will hold down the number 3 spot. 2 laps complete for the 138 of Dana Davis. 25, Byron Worthing holding down the number 2 spot. England works it up to the number 3 spot. But Boyd trying to battle back on the outside. In between 1 and 2, top 3 will redraw. Dana Davis out front in the 131 machine. 138 ride. Sees the cross flags. 4 down, 4 to go for Davis. Worthing. Boyd, Pepe, Deal. Shibuya. Five down, 3 remain for Dana Davis. Byron Worthing. Bailey Boyd, your top 3 now. Boyd getting back by the 167. Dana Davis sees the parallel sticks 2 more times around the speedway. Worthing second. Boyd third. Fourth is England. White flag in the air 1 more time around the speedway for the 138 of Dana Davis. Riding off the south end for the final time. Trying to get around the 267 of Keith England, first time in the car. Puts him a lap down to the race leader, who is now your race winner, Dana Davis. Byron Worthing second. Third, Bailey Boyd. Top 3 redraw, then it's England and Deal, your top 5. Green flag is out there, riding down to turn 1. The Thrill Billy Chuck Culbertson. He leads them off of turn number 2. Here comes Gruber down to the inside aboard the Seminar Hot Rod. But it's the Thrill Billy Chuck Culbertson showing the way into quarter number 3. Gruber going to pitch it down to the inside of the speedway. But the Thrill Billy leads the Flying Welder. And Andy Brigham third. Here comes Conklin. He takes a look down to the inside in turn 1. Brigham around in turn number 2. Yellow on the speedway. Green flag is out. Culbertson, your leader, feathering down the front straightaway. Gruber second, Sykes third, Fitch fourth. They ride it up the back straightaway. Culbertson, the point leader and race leader. Rim rides the cushion. Cross flags, 3 down, 3 to go for Culbertson. Gruber, Sykes, Fitch, and the 112 of Brigham. Here comes the seminar of Gruber to the inside, up the back straightaway, but it's all the Thrill Billy, Chuck Culbertson, into turn 3 and 4. Parallel sticks are in the sky. Gruber takes a look down to the inside. The wall 8C of Chuck Culbertson shows the way. Gruber relying everything down on that inside. Something breaking on the seminar machine. And the race leader gets up and over the cushion. He sees the white flag one more time around the speedway for the Thrill Billy, Chuck Culbertson. Culbertson, Sykes, Fitch, Brigham, your top 4 running cars. Checkered flag is in the air, picking up the win. It's the 8C of Chuck Culbertson. Jim Sykes for 2, Ned Fitch 3rd, and Andy Brigham 4th. Driving the number 11 machine is Nate Hill. Off turn 4 they go. Green flag not waving. Off turn 4, Towner and Simpson. Green flag. It's waving. We're racing 6 laps to distance. Hang on in the back of the pack. The 88 of Comar and the 11 and 8 Hill. They get it together, straightened out. And Brady Simpson leads them off of quarter number 2. Brady Simpson, a feature winner this season. His rookie season has been as brothers share the driving duties of the B-17. And right now, he is showing the quick way around the B-17. Alicia Towner rides there second. Alan Comar third. Fourth is Nate Hill as they ride it off of quarter number 2. The battle shaping up for the number 2 spot. Meanwhile, Brady Simpson pulling away off of turn number 4. Simpson clicks down lap number 2 on the Pepsi scoreboard. Just 4 more remain in factory stock qualifying action. Brady Simpson, driver out there, showing the way with a straightaway over Thompson's Alicia Towner in the number 9 ride. Cross flags from assistant starter Jeff Wayman indicating 3 down, 3 to go. For the factory stock qualifying number 2, problems in turn 4. Ellen Comar gets it pitched sideways. He gets it going. The former tractor star has a right rear flat tire on the 88 machine. To take it down into turn number 1, he's going to try to finish this one with a right rear flat tire. Simpson sees the parallel 6, 2 more trips around the speedway. Nate Hill and that Motorsports number 11 machine takes over the number 2 spot. Riding third and Alicia Towner, fourth. Over 88 machine, he pulls down into the pit area, the infield. White flag for the B-17 of Brady Simpson. Hill and Towner round out your field as they ride it down the back straightaway for the race leader, Brady Simpson. The B-17 of Brady Simpson sees the checkered flag. He will win qualifying heat number 2 for the factory stocks. Second will be the 11 of Nate Hill. Third will go to the 9 of Alicia Towner. Off of turn number 4, green flag is waving. 6 laps to distance, they're side by side, and here comes Nick Rice in that 107 will be his Wilkie Motorsports ride. With Josh Wilder out front, Bull second. Here comes Grice. He has to get on the binders. It's all the Doughboy showing the way in that number 5 machine. Mike Robinson up to the point, up to the task. He's looking for a championship in the R2. And Mike Robinson just works his way from 5th up to the lead and just over a lap. Mike Robinson in that Pontiac Sunfire. Wilder in the Neon. It's all Robinson Robinson at the point. Wilder, Bowles, Rice, and David Fox Jr. Michael Robinson has had a stellar 2017 campaign, and right now he's going to see cross flags indicating 3 down, 3 remain for Michael Robinson. Wilder continues to hold down the number 2 spot. Andy Bowles third. He's run a few times here this season. Problems with the 107 of Nick Rice off the pace. He's going to pull it down to the back straightaway. Parallel sticks in the sky for the R2 of Michael Robinson. Wilder, Andy Bowles, and David Fox Jr. David Fox Jr. debuted that car a couple of weeks ago. He has looked better in just his rookie season in that 7F. White flag for the Overdrive Automotive Kennedy's Diner R2 of Michael Robinson. Josh Wilder rides second. Andy Bowles is third. David Fox Jr. pushes over in the corner. On turn 4, checkered flag in the air. The win will go to Michael Robinson. Second to Josh Wilder. Third will go Andy Bowles. And fourth will be the 7F of David Fox Jr. Assistant starter Jeff Wayman will take over the field. Did not like the go stick on that one. So the yellow lights out. We'll restack them, repack them, and try it again over there in turn number 4. The point of the cone in turn 4. That's a better start. Green flag is out. Then a hungry pack of 4 cylinders go side by side down to turn 1. They stay side by side. Sheldon Whitman with the advantage. Kennedy goes way up and over the cushion. That allows Jeremy Warren up to the number 2 spot. Mike Wilmot Jr. into the number 3 spot. Kennedy back to 4th as they ride it off turn 4. Here comes Ken Wilmot in the 777 machine. Took a look to the inside, but Sheldon Whitman racing it. If you want to go racing, there is your chance. That car is a fast, hot rod. Riding off of quarter number 2, your race lead. Jeremy Warren in the 44J ride second. Mike Wilmot Jr. third. Nick Kennedy fourth. It continues to be the 4MK of Sheldon Whitman. Jeremy Warren, Mike Wilmot Jr., and Nick Kennedy. To the north end of the speedway, Sheldon Whitman rides it high and sees the cross flags. 3 down, 3 to go for Whitman. Warren, Wilmot, and Kennedy. Does Jeremy Warren have anything left in the tank? He reels him into the back bumper into turn number 3. Parallel sticks are in the sky. 2 more times around the speedway for the 4MK of Sheldon Whitman. Jeremy Warren. Warren taking a look to the inside off turn number 2. Has to get on the binders, trying to set up his move. Watch for it entering the corners. Into 3 and 4, it's Sheldon Whitman showing the way. He sees the white flag. One more trip around the speedway for that 4MK. Jeremy Warren on his back bumper to the outside, hits that berm, tries to keep the momentum up off turn number 2. Final time down the back straightaway. The 4MK of Sheldon Whitman rides off turn 4 to the line. It's going to be Sheldon Whitman, Jeremy Warren, Mike Wilmot Jr., Nick Kennedy. They make their Friday night racing debut here tonight. Off turn number 4. Tersilo and McVeigh lead them. Green flag is out. The 6:06 Larry McVeigh at 83. Rides off quarter number 2, but look at Eric Jennings. High, wide, and handsome up the back straightaway. Great battle down to the turn 3. McVeigh misses his mark. He slides up and over the crew. Here comes the Robert Tersilo 51 machine. He hits the groove just beautifully. Off the number 2 quarter rides Tersilo. Rattleboy holds down the number 2 spot. Jennings working the inside. Look at that 51. Robert Tersalo hits it all but turn number 2. Rattleboy racing to chase in the number 2 spot. Jennings is third. Fourth is McVeigh. 4 down, 4 to go. 3 down, 3 to go. Robert Tersalo out front, tearing up the 3/8 mile. Into turn 3 and 4, Rattleboy rides second. Jennings third, McVeigh fourth. Parallel sticks, just 2 more trips around the 3/8 mile for Robert Tersalo. Tersalo takes him up the back straightaway. Rattleboy down to within 3 car lengths. Into turn number 3 and 4. He sets it but misses it and jumps up and over the cushion. Eric Jennings could be the sleeper. White flag is out. 1 more trip around the speedway. Tersalo hits it up on the outside. Rattleboy down on the inside. Final time. Up the back straightaway. 3 car length. Tersalo takes it to turn number 3. Rattleboy gets a good run out on the bottom. Tries to make something stick. Picking up the win will be the 51. Robert Tersalo. Rattleboy second. Eric Jennings third. And fourth is Larry McVeigh. Off of turn number 4, green flag waving. O'Hara with the jump. Digsby. Here comes Shane to the inside. Look at Gruber up to the outside as they ride in between corner number 1 and 2. It's big Jim O'Hara showing the way on the back straightaway. Coming off of corner number 4. Look at Devin Zona down on the bottom. It's the 44 of O'Hara. Shane, Zona, AJ Digsby. All the way down into turn 3. Jim O'Hara sets the pace up in the middle of the speedway. Shane takes a look-see down on the bottom. It's Jim O'Hara showing the way in the 44 machine. O'Hara rides it into turn 3. Shane right there in the number 2 spot. Third is Zona. Fourth, Digsby. Fifth, Toombs, and sixth is Gruber. All of quarter number 2, it's all the 44 of Jim O'Hara, Mike Shane. Devin Zona reeling up the top 2 in the number 99 junior. Halfway, 4 down, 4 to go for your race leader, Jim O'Hara. He slides up to the outside. Mike Shane looking to capitalize out on the inside, but O'Hara keeping the RPMs cranked. Devin Zona, that 99 junior, is not satisfied with third as he wants to get up there and challenge for the race lead. All the turn 4, Jim O'Hara still riding that outside line as Mike Shane glued through the hub as they ride it down into the south end of the speedway. It's a great 3-car battle out front. O'Hara, Shane, and Zona riding down this time. The parallel sticks are in the sky. 2 more times around the speedway for big Jim O'Hara. Zona takes a look to the inside of Mike Shane for position number 2. Into 3 and 4, they ride it. The white flag will be waving. Jim O'Hara ran the great late models last season, picked up a win. Dropped the class, he bolted his motor between the rails of a Sportsman, and right now is half a lap away from his picking up the win. Into 3 and 4, checkered flag is waving. O'Hara rides the cushion. He's going to pick up the heat race win. Big Jim O'Hara, Mike Shane, Devin Zona, your top 3 redraw positions. And Jeremy Williams off of turn number 4. Green flag is waving. They're racing down the front straightaway. Rapid Ray Leonard sets it into 1 and 2. Todd Titus second. Dusty Barton third. Fourth, Buscelli. Down into quarter number 3 and 4, Ray Leonard. Had some issues in the feature last week. That car every week getting better and better. The driver out of Thompson, Pennsylvania area. Todd Titus aboard the number 9 machine rides second. Dusty Martin third. It's all the 3R of Rapid Ray Leonard. The Leeward Construction sponsored 3R. Slides it down to turn number 3 and 4. Titus holds down the number 2 spot. Third still belongs to the 57 of Dusty Barton. Jeremy Williams fighting the handle on that double middle machine. Trying to adapt to the Sportsman competition. But I'll tell you a driver who has adapted to the Sportsman competition, Ray Leonard. that 3R machine. He pitches it off turn number 4. He sees 4 laps down, 4 laps remain for the 3R of Ray Leonard. Alex Jankowski gets his car fired from the infield. 3R of Ray Leonard. Todd Titus. Dusty Martin. Moose Gully. Moose Gully pulling into the hard left into the infield. Tough break for Moose. Parallel sticks are in the sky. 2 more times around the speedway. For the 3R of Ray Leonard. Todd Titus. Dusty Martin. Jeremy Williams. White flag is waving. Ray Leonard has 1/3 of a mile to go. Rides it off of quarter number 2. Final time, and Jankowski off the pace, pulling down into the infield. Ray Leonard rides it off at turn number 4. He'll pick up the win and the final qualifying heat of the evening. Second is Todd Titus by a tire over the 57 of Dusty Martin. Fourth will go the 00 of Jeremy Williams. Jeff Wayman has the green ghost stick in hand, and the 602 crate sprint cars are racing down the front straightaway. Radovoy quick to get onto the outside. Here comes Eric Jennings down in turn number 1. He's around. At the Conan 4, they're racing down the front straightaway. Up into turn 1, Radovoy uses that outside. Green is out there racing down the front straightaway. 602 wingless sprints take up the turn number 1. It's Thomas Radovoy out front in the 1Q. Terrace Hilo rides in position number 2. McVeigh third. Radovoy rim rides the cushion. He is all the way up trying to push the outside dirt monster up into the parking lot. The Jennings 14 going to try to high-low switch this off of the corners. He's got that car hooked up, the Jennings 14 ride. But they're chasing the 1Q of Thomas Radovoy. He knows the quick way around the 3/8 mile. They are rim riding it around the 3/8 mile. Penn Can Speedway Oval. Thomas Radovoy, driver out of Circleville, New York, leads them off at turn number 4. Terrace Hilo almost up into the dirt monster in turn 3 and 4. Thomas Radovoy starting to pull away into turn number 3 and 4. These guys are just about touching the outside wall. Radovoy works it into the back straightaway. Driver has just set the car on cruise, riding the extreme outer limits of the Penn Can Speedway Oval. Robert Terrace Hilo rides second. Third is McVeigh. Fourth is Jennings. Radovoy rides it off at quarter number 4 this time. 7 laps up and lights on the Pepsi scoreboard for the 1Q of Thomas Radovoy. Terrace Hilo, McVeigh, and Jennings pulling it down to the infield. Jennings will now go pit side. It's Radovoy rim riding the cushion around the speedway. Second is Terracell, third McVeigh. In the quarter number 3 and 4 goes the 1Q of Thomas Radovoy. 5 more trips around the 3/8 mile Penn Can Speedway for Thomas Radovoy. Robert Terrasilo second, and Larry McVeigh third. All the way up to push the cushion right up to the outside is the 1Q Thomas Radovoy. Has a huge lead. We'll see what he does in 3 and 4 again. Driver is just committed to riding that cushion, and the cushion pushed all the way up the speedway. Radovoy keeps rimrodding it in between 1 and 2. Nice rooster tail sent over to the pit side spectating area. Parallel sticks with the sky for Thomas Radovoy. Radovoy, a winner here in the CRSA Sprint Cars, using that advantage tonight to his advantage as he comes out turn number 4 and sees the white flag. Thomas Radovoy sets it down to 1 and 2. Terrasilo second, McVeigh third. Radovoy sets it into 3 and 4. Final time, checkered flag in the air. Picking up the win is Thomas Radovoy. Robert Terrasilo second, third is Larry McVeigh. Race fans, it's factory stock, feature time, and you know what that means. The smell of the 110 octane fuel, rubber burning, mud slinging, hold on to your seats. The green flags waving in green means go, and they go down the front straightaway. Simpson and Fitch lead them to turn 1. Ned Fitch out front, second in the point standings, looking for his first career win in car number 16, and he is rim-riding it up on the outside tonight. He rides it down. He's going to lead lap number 1. It's the 16 of Ned Fitch. Simpson, Culbertson, Towner, Sykes. Ned Fitch aboard the 16 machine, rides it up the back straightaway, opening it up to a 3-car length advantage over Simpson. It's the 16 of Fitch, the B17 of Simpson, the 8C of Culbertson. 88 of Komar, he's got a flat tire. Ned Fitch out front, Simpson trying to take a look down on the inside. Ned Fitch in car number 16 looking for that elusive first win. Simpson rides in position number 2. Culbertson third, Simpson testing the waters down on the bottom. Ned Fitch, the driver out of New Milford, Pennsylvania, rides into turn number 1 and 2. Simpson trying that bottom. He loses some ground to your race leader, Ned Fitch. Fitch rides off corner number 4. 5 in, 15 remain for the 16 of Ned Fitch. The B17 of Simpson holds down second, but here comes Culbertson. He takes a look to the inside. Ned Fitch pushes up off of turn number 4, and the 8C of Culbertson going around in a non-overturn 4, the 9 of Alicia Towner with some front end damage. Choosing the outside line. Can he hold on for 14 laps? Looking for career win number 1. Simpson looking for his second of the season, second of his career. And green flag is waving, and they're racing down to turn number 1. Ned Fitch sets it into turn number 1. The problem's on the 11 of Nate Hill. The right front suspension has broke on the 11 machine. Came by, it had a whole lot of tow. Race leader is the 16 of Fitch, the 8C of Culbertson. He's on the lead lap. Ned Fitch out front and pulling away. The 4MK of Whitman, he's pulling pit side. The 11 has broken suspension. Cannot steer the 11 machine, I don't believe. So Fitch picking up the pace at the cone in turn 3. That's where he can start the race. He's on it. Green flag is out. Brigham taking a look to the inside of Simpson. Right on to get go. They ride into turn number 1. Ned Fitch sets it into quarter number 1. So Paul Conklin, the rookie, has the field in hand. Off turn number 3, he's at the cone. He's on it off of turn 4. Conklin takes him to turn 1. Culbertson going to take a look down on the inside. Paul Conklin will lead him off of turn 2. Chuck Culbertson, who has gone to the pit area, has found himself back up to the number 2 spot. Green flag is out. Conklin shows the way. Culbertson second. Andy Brigham third. He's taking a look to the inside. Conklin rides off quarter number 2. He's opened up to a car length now. Over Culbertson. Brigham in his first start in that 112. But Paul Conklin out front. 6 down lap number 9. 11 remain. This driver has shown improvement each and every week aboard the 4C machine. Rides it down to 3 and 4. Culbertson, your race leader. Conklin on it, and he's going to go down to the inside. Culbertson, your race leader, and that's what we're talking about with the 4C of Conklin. Just had the race lead, spun out, and you didn't see him stop. He spun it, kept it going. Heartbreak for Paul Conklin. He's trying to pull in and could not make the hard right-hand turn. The driver was trying to make it to the pit area. And 4th is Simpson and 5th is Fitch. Green flag is out. 11 down, 9 remain. The Thrill-Billy Chuck Culbertson. Brigham working that inside of the speedway. Culbertson out front. Sykes right there looking to capitalize. But it's all Culbertson out front. Fender is flopping on the 112. Culbertson shows the way into turn number 3. The current point leader looking to pretty much seal the deal on his championship quest. A win tonight would help him over the next 2 weeks, that's for sure. Brigham holds down the number 2 spot. Sykes and Brigham goes around. Green flag is out. 6 laps remain for Chuck Culbertson. He leads him down to the south end. Culbertson sets the pace. Sykes rides second. Simpson third. Culbertson rides up the back straightaway. Sykes holding down the number 2 spot. Simpson after racing his way back up into the top 3. Tim Sykes right on the back bumper of the 8C of Culbertson. 5 laps remain in the factory stock feature. Big Chuck Culbertson looking for his 2nd win of the season. So I believe it might be his 3rd win of the season. He's able to hold on for the next 4 circuits. The B17 of Simpson and the SIX of Sykes get together. The 8C of Culbertson shows the way. Simpson holds down the number 2 spot. 17 down, 3 remain for Chuck Culbertson. Comar 88 machine, good job by him to pull into the infield. Parallel sticks are in the sky 2 more times around the speedway for the 8C of Chuck Culbertson. Simpson second. Third is Sykes. Fourth Towner, fourth is Fitch, and fifth is Brigham. White flag is waving. Culbertson your leader, Simpson second, third Sykes. Into 1 and 2 they ride it. Big Chuck Culbertson looking to go back to victory lane. Half a lap away from doing so as he rides into turn 3. Culbertson sets it down. Simpson takes a look to the inside. Off turn number 4, checkered flag is in the air, picking up the win. It's going to be Chuck Culbertson. Simpson 2. 3 is Sykes. 4 will be the 112 of Brigham, and 5th to 16 of that Fitch. Whitman and Wilder, turn 4, green flag in hand. It's out. We're racing 4-cylinder 20-lap main event. Whitman and Wilder to turn 1. Wilder on the outside. Whitman down low. Robinson right there in position number 3. Jeremy Warren right there 4th. Robinson going to try to use the outside. Wilder going to lead him into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to lead lap number 1. The 7F of David Fox Jr. off the pace. Robinson, the point leader, underneath him. Off turn 4, green flag is out there, back underway. Robinson gets the jump out front in that R2 machine. Many feature wins in 2017 for the driver of the R2. Wilder holding the number 2 spot. Warren up to 3rd. Here comes Nick Kennedy in the N2 to the outside of Sheldon Whitman. The Nick Grice 107 down to the infield. Tough break for the 107. Had problems in his heat race. Robinson shows the way. Wilder rides 2nd. Warren is 3rd. 4th Whitman. 5th Kennedy. The R2 of Robinson rides it down to 1 and 2. Kennedy rides 2nd. Wilder 2nd. Kennedy marred back in 5th. He's 2nd in the standings. Your point leader out front showing the way. Michael Robinson out front. The Witz Barber Shop, Lechner Service Center, Overdrive Automotive, R2 machine. Wilder holds down the number 2 spot. Then it's Jeremy Warren, 3rd. Whitman gets a good run on Warren into turn 3. Commits down to that inside line. Robinson on the corner number 2. Huge lead on the 5 of Wilder. Was a big lead on the 44J of Warren. Six laps complete, 14 remain for the R2 of Michael Robinson. Wilder, Warren, Kennedy, Whitman, Bowles, and Wilmot. In the 3 and 4, they're on it. The R2 of Robinson shows the way. 7 laps complete. The Hilltop Chassis, R2 of Michael Robinson. Wilder having a good run there in the number 2 spot. Warren 3rd, 4th Kennedy, 5th Whitman. Then it's Wilmot and Bowles. 8 laps complete for the R2 of Michael Robinson. A 5 of Wilder holding down the number 2 spot. Nine and 11 remain for Michael Robinson. Wilder holds down the number 2 spot. Warren, Kennedy, Whitman, Wilmot, Bowles. Halfway, 10 down, 10 to go for your race leader, Michael Robinson, on a Friday night drive. Robinson looking to put an exclamation mark on a 2017 season over the next couple of weeks. Driver has been to victory lane numerous times as that car dialed in on the outside of the speedway. Wilder, Warren, Kennedy. The 7F of David Fox Jr. comes out and loses a wheel again over in turn 1 this time. Green flag coming out, 12 in, 8 remain for the R2 of Michael Robinson. Wilder, Brigham, the 44J of Warren, rides it off of turn number 1 and 2. Problems for Kennedy out the pace there for a moment. He gets it gathered back up. Robinson, Wilder, Warren, your top 3. Then it is Kennedy, Whitman, Bowles. Down to within a couple of car lengths for the number 5 of Wilder, trying to chase down the R2 of Michael Robinson. The R2 of Robinson shows the way down the front straightaway. 5 car length advantage over the Wilder 5 machine. The 44J of Jeremy Warren rides third. Kennedy fourth. Fifth is Whitman. Robinson shows the way into turn 1. Robinson rimrodding that cushion around the speedway this time. Debris over in turn 3 and 4. Green flag is out. 16 down. 4 remain for Robinson. Wilder, Warren. The R2 of Robinson shows the way up the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. Wilder second. The R2 of Robinson. 17 in, 3 remain. For the R2 of Michael Robinson. Into turn 3 and 4, Wilder. Does he have anything left in the tank? Parallel sticks are in the sky 2 more times around the speedway. For the R2 of Robinson, Wilder, Warren, Kennedy, Whitman, Bowles. White flag is in the air 1 more time around the speedway for the R2 of Michael Robinson. Down into the south end for the final time. Robinson rides off of corner number 2. 8 car length advantage for the final time. Into 3 and 4. The point leader looking to pick up some more points tonight. Off turn number 4. Checkered flag is in the air. Michael Robinson will pick up the win. Josh Wilder is second. Jeremy Warren third. Nick Kennedy fourth, and fifth is Sheldon Whitman. As they roll down the backstage, we'll unlock the cage, and as they head off into turn 3, you better bet they're set to be let free. So wait for the color that brings fear to their mothers. Green means go, and they're racing down the front straightaway. The north versus south 30-lap spectacular Carl Cathcart Memorial is underway into 1 and 2. Pepe leads them up the back straightaway. Boyd is second. Everybody gets through 1 and 2, and they make it down the back straightaway. Leading lap number 1. It's going to be the 27 of Pepe, but Boyd charges back. He leads lap number 1 by a bumper. Into turn number 1, Pepe battling back on the inside. Boyd, the home track regular, on the outside, takes over the race lead. Pepe back into the number 2 spot, still battling underneath him. It's a 163 of Bailey Boyd into turn 1. Pepe is battling on the inside. Byron Worthing third in the 25. Bose fourth. Davis fifth. 3 laps complete for the 163 of Bailey Boyd. Pepe battles it back down to the inside of the back straightaway. Byron Worthing closing in on the top 2. Pepe trying everything down on the bottom. Boyd using that outside line. He knows the way around this speedway. Current point leader. Caution on the speedway right here on the front straightaway. Slowing is a 734 of Josh Kithcart. Green flag out. Racing down to turn number 1. Pepe gets a good run. Boyd on the outside. Look at Bose looking for racing room in the middle of the speedway. Into turn 3 and 4, they ride it. Pepe noses ahead. England around in turn number 3. Caution on the speedway on lap number 5. Off turn number 3 and 4. Boyd on the outside gets the fire first. Green flag is out there, riding down the front straightaway. Bailey Boyd rides it down to quarter number 1 and 2. Worthing looking for some room down to the inside. Pepe in the middle of the speedway. Into turn 3, they ride it. Bailey Boyd sets the pace. Pepe in front of the field. Hang on. Worthing on the accelerator. Green flag is out. Bailey Boyd to that 163. Rides it down to turn number 1. Pepe with a great run off turn number 2. But look at the 163 of Boyd fighting right back on the outside. Aaron Bose is coming. And that American Race Tire 63. Hunter Deal off the pace in the 94. Wow. The 163 of Bailey Boyd sets the pace up the back straightaway. Bose up to the number 2 spot around the Pepe 27 machine. The 9 of Hitzler going around by himself over in turn 4. Caution on the speedway. Rain is out for the 163 of Bailey Boyd. Bose now up to contend on the bottom of the speedway. But Boyd working that outside line right up back to the point. But again, Bose gets a great run. Into quarter number 3 and 4. He's going to push it up off of 4. Still Bailey Boyd showing the way in the 163. Dana Davis is third in car number 138. Fourth is Josco, and fifth is Eastman. Battle for the race lead off turn number 4. Boyd up on the outside. Bose sliding underneath. But again, Boyd will lead lap number 9. Bose gets a good run, trying to come up and shut the door, but here comes Bailey Boyd on the outside. He's got the outside line down. Bose, though, can he get out in front, pull the old slide job? All before he tried, but Bailey Boyd still leads lap number 10. Bose gets the run, but Boyd motors around him. Now Boyd using that outside. Bose tucked it back in line. Bailey Boyd trying to run away and hide, but Aaron Bose right there with him. Then it's Dana Davis, John Joshko, Will Eastman, Camden Maybe. Byron Worthing up to 7th after going to the back of the pack. DJ Hunt 8th, Kithcart 9, and 10th is Adam Mudge. Race leader is going to be coming into lap traffic. They're still side by side, raging a war. The north versus south. Ride it down to turn 1 and 2. Bose gets the advantage again. Here comes Boyd one more time on the outside. Lap traffic going to be in front of the lead, too, as they ride on the corner. Boyd trying to stay up high. Bose has a lap car in front of him, and Boyd gonna pitch him, but Bose goes underneath him. Side by side up the back straightaway. Still Billy Boyd out front and Bose on the inside. 1 lap shy of halfway. And what a race for the race lead. Meanwhile, Dana Davies is closing in on both of them. They continue side by side, lap after lap, and lap traffic, 3 of them in a row in front of them. They're going to split one. They stay on the outside and on the inside into turn number 1. Bose out front now. Boyd going to have to try to use lap traffic to his advantage. But now Bose has to come off that bottom. Right in front of your race lead is lap traffic. They're nose to tail. Bose up on the outside of the speedway. He might have just found something up there. Aaron Bose to the outside of the 20 of Dusty Decker, the lap car. Bailey Boyd trying to negotiate the Decker 20 machine. Now Boyd has to get down on the hub. He takes over second. Dana Davis third. John Josko fourth. Worthing fifth. That's Easton, maybe Kithcart, Hunt, and Fitcher. Aaron Bose starting to check out now in that number 64 machine. Car over in turn 1 and 2. Was on the hub. Into turn 3, 12 laps remain. Green flag back out. Bose looking for a great start. Look at Worthing, he got a great start. Fires it down to the inside in car number 25. Went from 5th to 3rd at half a track. Pretty darn impressive for the second generation shoe. And Josko throws a slider. Worthing dives it back down underneath him. Meanwhile, Aaron Bose starting to pull away from Dana Davis. Aaron Bose in the American Race Tire sponsored 64 rides off quarter number 4. 10 laps remain for Aaron Bose, Dana Davis, Worthing, Josko, Boyd, Eastman, maybe, Hunt, Fitcher, Mudge, England. Bartek far around in turn 4. 734 of Josh Kithcart. Off of turn 3, green flag is out, back underway. Into turn 1, they ride it. Bose, your leader. Josko underneath Davies. He'll take the number 2 spot. Worthing up to 3rd. Josko back to 4th. 21 laps complete this time off turn number 4 for Aaron Bose. 734 of Josh Kithcart over at turn number 4 stopping. Green flag is out. Underway down the front straightaway goes Aaron Bose. Worthing looking to make a move on the inside. Josko. Worthing takes over the number 2 spot. Battling with Aaron Bose into turn number 3. Bose on the outside. Worthing on the inside as they ride it by the stripe. Bose your leader. Worthing going to get a good run down on the inside of turn number 1. Inches ahead now. Bose on the outside, motoring back up the back straightaway. Worthing will get a good run into turn number 3 and 4. Aaron Bose sets the pace in car number 64. But Worthing right there in second with a drive from the back to the front. 7 more laps remain, 6.5 now. And Worthing inches ahead, but again, Bose going to get a good run on the outside. The 20 junior Dusty Decker breaking down the front straightaway. They clear him into turn number 1. Worthing hits the hub. Bose up front. Josko 3rd. 4th is Boyd. 5th is Davies. Cut around in turn number 4. Off turn number 4, Bose sets the pace. Green is out. Down the front straightaway, Aaron Bose. Byron Worthing, John Josko. Bose going to get a good run off turn 2. Worthing trying to pull up underneath. Into turn 3, they ride it. Bose on the outside. Worthing down low. 5 fingers from Charter, Gary Folk. 5 more trips around the speedway. Aaron Bowes way to the outside. Worthing gets a good run. Tries a slider. They make contact. And Worthing off the pace chain may very well have broke on the 25. 26 in. Yellow on the speedway. 4 laps remaining in this. Modifieds will make their way up. Green flag is out. We are underway, and Aaron Bowes looking to go to victory lane tonight, but Josko has been strong. He gets a run on the inside. He pulls the slider. Bowes goes back underneath, and now he has opened up to a 5-car length advantage. Slide Job City out here tonight. Aaron Bowes has been the man to beat at the front of the field. He's had several challengers. Dana Davies in car number 138 looking at the outside of Josko. Davies going to motor up on the outside one more time at the back straightaway for position number 2. Into turn 3 they go. Aaron Bowes sets the pace. Riding off at turn number 4, the parallel sticks are in the sky. 2 more times around the speedway for the 64 of Aaron Bowes. Davies on the outside of Josko will take position number 2. Into turn 3 they go. The white flag will be waving. 1/3 of a mile to go for Aaron Bowes. Bowes into the south end for the final time. Rides up the back straightaway. Josko and Davies battle for second. Into turn 3 and 4. Picking up the win in the Carl Kithcart Memorial North versus South Spectacular is Aaron Bowes. Davies with an incredible ride for second. Third is Josko's 4th point. And 5th is Will Eastman. What a great finish for position number 2 at the line. Starting in down in turn 4, Alan Rudalovich from the point. Green is out, the hammers are down, and we're racing into turn 1. Hillfinger, look at Petrelak on the inside, and at number 72, last week's feature winner. Pompey gives him a shot in the old caboose down the back stretch. Leader comes off turn 4, it's a 78 of Grant Hillfinger. Petrelak, Rudalovich, Pompey, Hartnett. Off of turn 2, it's a 78 of Hillfinger showing the way. Rudalovich second. Petrelak down on the inside. But it's all Grant Hillfinger out in the 78 machine. Rudalovich second. Petrelak third. Hartnett fourth. Pompey fifth. Green, Smith, Shealy, Yankowski, Colston, Solomon Morden. Into turn 1 and 2. It's all the 78 of Grant Hillfinger. Petrelak makes a bid underneath the 145 of Rudalovich for second. But here comes Kevin Hartnett. The stalker working that inside line. It's all the 78 of Hillfinger showing the way. Rudalovich second. Hartnett third. Hartnett up on the hubby solo. He's in that number 3 spot. He's going to work underneath the 145 of Rudalovich. Off of corner number 4. Showing the way into turn 1 is a 78 of Grant Hillfinger. Rudalovich and Hartnett battle for second. Pompey and Petrelak for third, 4th, and 5th. Meanwhile, Hillfinger has checked out from the field. Hillfinger shows the way. In the 78 machine, a driver who has not made very many starts at all here at Penn Can Speedway this season. I believe this could be his first one. Utilizing the handicap system, the pill redraw system. Out front right now, showing the way is Grant Hillfinger. Dan Solomon braking in turn number 1. Green is out. We're racing down the front straightaway. They're 3 wide for second, and Kevin Hartnett Now getting chased down the 78 of Grant Hilfinger. But look at Pompey coming up on the outside. Rudalovich on the inside. And where did Rusty Smith come from? He's in the mix on the outside. But out front, it's the 78 of Hilfinger. Pompey, Hartnett, Rudalovich, Smith. And Rusty Smith is testing the waters where the sprint cars were running. And it's working for him right now. Hilfinger shows the way over Pompey. Hartnett, top three, breaking away. It's all Grant Hilfinger out front, showing the way. But here comes Pompey. He gives him a shot in the caboose. Off turn number 4 this time, and Bakers does it in. 27 more remain for Grant Hilfinger. Pompey up on the outside of the speedway. Hartnett third, fourth is Rudalovich. Pompey going to the outside. Off of turn number 4. Grant Hilfinger shows the way, but Pompey is knocking on the outside cushion. Trying to make something happen. Pompey right there. Rudalovich to the inside of Hartnett, trying to get into position number 3. Petrelak has made his way into the number 5 spot, pushing Smith back to 6th. 15 down, 15 to remain for Hilfinger, but Pompey going to pull alongside. Take a look on that quarter panel. Had to get on the binders into turn number 3 and 4. It's Grant Hilfinger showing the way, the former Sportsman track champion, against the 11 of Pompey, the current point leader. And Pompey trying to turn up the wick again on the outside. He's going back to the outside one more time off turn number 4 this time. 17 laps complete, just the Bakers dozen remain for Grant Hilfinger. Dan Pompey, Alan Rudalovich, Kevin Hartnett, Nick Petrelak, Rusty Smith, Darwin Green, Frank Jankowski, Joey Colston, Jeff Shealy, Dan Morden. Here comes Pompey right alongside into turn number 1. He gets the spot as they ride it off turn number 2. New race leader on lap number 18, it's Dan Pompey. Here comes the 78 of Hilfinger, taking a look back on the inside. But Pompey, a driver who is usually glued to the bottom, has found something on the top side tonight. Hilfinger rides second, third is Rudalovich, fourth is Hartnett, fifth Rusty Smith. 10 laps remain for Dan Pompey. Looking to go back to victory lane. Hilfinger trying to chase him down as they sit there clicking down lap number 21. Just 9 circuits remain for the 11 of Dan Pompey. Hilfinger, Rudalovich, Hartnett, Smith, Petrelak, Green, Jankowski, Colston, Shealy, and Morden. 22 down, 8 remain for Dan Pompey, and now he is set to cruise. Turn into his favorite oldie station and riding away down the back straightaway. Pompey in the Wilder Diamond Blaze number 11 machine. Showing the quick way around, looking for a great ending to the 2017 season. Just 2 races left after tonight, and Dan Pompey has started the season with a win and has really turned up the wick here in the month of September. Second, a great showing by Grant Hilfinger in his first start of the season. Third, Rudalovich. Fourth is Hartnett. Fifth, Smith. 5 fingers from chief starter Gary Folk, indicating 5 more trips around the speedway. For Dan Pompey, he sets it down to the north end. He's got lap traffic to contend with. Passing flag going out for the 14K of Dan Morden. Morden going to try to stay up over the cushion. And Pompey trying to run the outside. Now he's going to come back down to the bottom. Pompey has been working that outside now. Borden running the outside as well, so we'll see if he can stick it down to the inside in turn 3. Parallel sticks are in the sky 2 more times around the speedway for Dan Pompey. Pompey right there into turn number 3. White flag gonna be waving. 1 more trip around the speedway. The cars in front of him are racing for position. Final time up the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. Dan Pompey sets it off, corner number 4, checkered flag in the air. He'll pick up the win. Second is Grant Hilfinger, Alan Rudalovich third, Kevin Hartnett fourth, and Rusty Smith fifth. Green flag is out, and the sportsmen take him down to turn number 1. Big Jim O'Hare rides it down to 1 and 2. Looks strong in the heat race. Here comes Mike Shane down to the inside. Up the back straightaway for position number 2. O'Hare on the outside. Ray Leonard goes way up to the outside. O'Hare will lead lap number 1. Car around over in turn number 3 and 4. Jim O'Hara has the field in hand off turn number 3 and 4. Shane alongside as they ride it down to quarter number 1 and 2. Hang on the back straightaway. Involved the 57 of Martin, the 84Y of Yankowski, the 2 of Gruber. Sits third, Ray Leonard fourth. Auburn quarter number 2, race leader, the M16 of Mike Shane. Shane rising into third number 3, but look at Jim O'Hara on the outside, trying to make something happen one more time. He'll switch lanes now and he'll follow the tire track of the M16 of Mike Shane. Mike Shane shows the way in car number M16. He rides off quarter number 4. Puts down lap number 5 on the Pepsi scoreboard for the of Mike Shane. Second rides in 99 to give Devin Zona now. Underneath the third fourth of Big Jim O'Hara. They ride it down to the quarter number 3 and 4. Mike Shane clicks lap number 6 up the lights on the Pepsi scoreboard. Driver of the M16, the Hamlin Hurricane, Mike Shane, correct point leader. Getting it done around the 3/8 mile Penn Can Speedway Oval. The Hamlin Hurricane, Mike Shane, rides it off at quarter number 4. Seven laps complete for Mike Shane, Devin Zona, Jim O'Hara, Ray Leonard, AJ Digsby, Todd Titus, Rich Coons, Jeremy Williams, and the 2 of Tommy Gruber. Devin Zona starts to reel in your race leader. Down to within 5 car lengths now as they ride in between quarter number 3 and 4. Mike Shane slides up the speedway, trying something up there. What that's doing is allowing the 99 of Zona to reel him in. Now down to within 3 car lengths as they go up the back straightaway. Zona shows the way in position number 2, right now by about a half a car length. He reels him in off of quarter number 4. Chases him down into turn number 1 and 2. It's Mike Shane, the Hamlin Hurricane, showing the way over the second generation driver, Devin Zona. Zona, Beef and Cattle, 99 junior of Devin Zona, driver out of Montrose, Pennsylvania. Takes a look to the inside, 11 in. It is 25 lap main event. Zona to the inside of Shane. Devin Zona trying everything he has. Shane rides off the corners now. He's holding the inside line. Devin Zona trying to reel him in. Battle for third coming off turn 4. O'Hara and Ray Leonard battling. But race leader Mike Shane down, coming down to the inside line. Has pulled away back now to 5 car lengths. But the 99 of Zona reels him in coming on the corners as we are halfway. 13 in, 12 remain in a 25-lap Sportsman Nightcap. Shane gets a good run off of corner number 2. Zona starts to reel him in going into turn 3 and off of 4. He really gets a good run on him. He's got to make it happen down in 1 and 2 if he's going to have anything for the defending track champion and current point leader, Mike Shane. The Sharkies Fuel M16, Mike Shane rides it in between 3 and 4. Again, Zona reels him into within a car length off of turn 4. Lap traffic could become an equalizer for your race leaders. Battle for third still shaping up as that goes into turn number 1. The 44 of O'Hara, the 3R of Leonard, they keep battling it out. Off of 4 again, now right on the back bumper is the 99 junior of Devin Zona. Trying to reel him in. There's 9 laps to do it. Lap traffic in front of your leader. That is the 00 of Jeremy Williams. He's running the outside. The M16 of Mike Shane holding down to the inside now to work around the 00 of Jeremy Williams. Williams does a good job of moving up and out of the groove, allowing your top 2 leaders to break away. Ray Leonard got by Jim O'Hara for position number 3. O'Hara 4th, 5th is A.J. Digsby. He's in a battle with the 9 of Todd Titus. Race leaders come off of corner number 2. It's the M16 of Mike Shane, sets the pace into corner number 3 and 4. Right behind him, the 99 junior of Devin Zona. Now Shane starts to open up the gap, make it 5 car lengths. Lap traffic in front of him, but they're running the outside. Shane glued to the bottom. Into turn 3 and 4, Mike Shane, the race leader, going to come by this time. See 5 fingers from starter Jeff Wayman. 5 more trips around the speedway for Mike Shane, Devin Zona, Ray Leonard, Jim O'Hara, Todd Titus, A.J. Digsby, Rich Coons, and Tom Gruber. 4 circuits remain for the M16 of Mike Shane. Does Zona have anything left to throw at the back bumper of that M16 of Mike Shane? He's been within 2 car lengths the whole time. Caution on the speedway for Jim O'Hara, who is running in position number 4, and this could change the complexity of this one. In between quarter number 3 and 4, Mike Shane, the M16, rides it on the corner. He's on the accelerator. Green flag is out. Zona trying to set him up into corner number 1 and 2. Shane going to hit his marks down on the inside of the speedway. Ray Leonard trying to reel them both in. Mike Shane going to come off turn number 4. This is where Zona reels him in to within a half a car length. Into turn number 1. Can he get something working? He's going to be right on his back bumper, but off turn 2, Mike Shane pulls away. Into turn 3 and 4 they go. Parallel sticks are in the sky. 2 more times around the speedway. Ray Leonard working on the outside of the speedway. Shane into turn number 1. Zona right in his tire tracks. He's got to make a move going off of corner number 4. He's to within a car length and a half. He'll gain on him in turn 3 and 4. But Mike Shane continues to hit his marks. Zona going to take a look to the inside. White flag setting up for a 1-lap dash. Off of corner number 2. Final time, Mike Shane into turn 3 and 4. Zona 2.5 car lengths behind. Off turn number 4, checkered flag is in the air, and picking up the win will be Mike Shane. Devin Zona 2nd, Ray Leonard 3rd, Todd Titus 4th, and A.J. Digsby is 5th. The top 3 coming up the victory lane for the Excel 600cc North-South Carl Kithcart Spectacular. Aaron Bose picks up the big check and writes his name on it now. Aaron, congratulations. Welcome to Victory Lane in the North-South Carl Kithcart Memorial. Spectacular.
Thank you. First off, I got to say I can't say enough about Doug and his whole crew here. This track was absolutely incredible. Just the racing it provided with the top, the middle, the bottom, just running anywhere. It was just a blast. So thanks to those guys for having us. And, it's always great that we're in a memorial race for somebody. I've heard a lot of stories, didn't know him personally, but I'm honored to be able to win one for Mr. Kithcart. So.
Now, this car was a rocket ship tonight. You had a couple of different challengers, and the extra laps definitely had to be something going through your mind with all the different challengers that you had up there over the course of this 30-lap main event.
Yeah, once we got to lap traffic, I was just trying to use one of those cars to pick on Bailey and just try to get him slowed up on the top because he was really rolling good there. And every time we got a caution, it just seemed like there was a new guy up coming in behind me on the bottom. So I was definitely on my toes the whole night. I made a lot of mistakes, and I'm lucky that I didn't lose the lead, but it was fun.
Got to be a lot of people you want to thank the guy here at Victory Lane tonight.
Yeah, first of all, my dad for everything he does. American Racer, awesome tires, Yori Tile and Terrazzo, Storm Chassis, quarter midgets. So, and again, Doug Borger and Penn Can for just giving us an awesome place to race tonight.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, picking up the win in the North-South Carl Kithcart Memorial Spectacular, Aaron Bose. Finishing third tonight in the Carl Kithcart Memorial, Jonathan Josko. Jonathan, last time you were here, last time the North-South ran, you picked up the win, so you had to start back in ninth. What was that like going into the race? 30 laps of distance, but just tell us a little bit about how that was and what the car came up here in the 30-lap main event.
It wasn't too bad. Starting, it was thinking about everyone that was fast in front of me, trying to catch all of them, but luckily for me, cautions kind of worked out, and I just slowly picked my way to the front. The car was on rails. I just couldn't figure out the top like everyone else was. I was kind of glued to the bottom. Just wasn't enough for getting Aaron, and the 138 got by us on the last lap, and it was a good run, though.
How about the people you want to thank to help you in the podium finish here tonight?
Got to thank my brother for wrenching on the car. I'm back at school, so he's kind of doing it all by himself right now. But also have to thank Common Transmission, Total Auto Care, Maple Shade, Whalen Performance, and Carburation Development.
Congratulations on a third-place run.
Thank you.
Finishing third tonight, Jonathan Josko. Making an incredible second-place finish at the line. Dana Davies. Dana, congratulations on a great finisher for second. You're going to be put on a heck of a show here over that 30-lap main event.
Yeah, that was definitely a tough feature for sure. A lot of battling going on and a lot of challenging parts of that feature. So happy to come out second. It was a fun race.
Well, how about the people you want to thank to help you here get into a runner-up finish tonight?
I got to thank my mom and dad for all the support this year. I got to thank CK Racing. They're great teammates. They've been supporting me all season, and couldn't have done it without them. Got to thank my girlfriend, Kedrin, Ben, Jenny, Peyton, everyone. There's so many people to thank. I'm sure I'm missing people, but it's definitely been a good season and nice to bring a second.
Well, congratulations on a runner-up finish tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Finishing second in the Carl Kithcart Memorial, Dana Davies. So your winner was the 64 of Aaron Bose, second, Dana Davies, and third, John Josko. Picking up tonight's four-cylinder feature winner, Lechner Service Center, R2, Michael Robinson. Michael, congratulations. Welcome back into Victory Lane. This has got to help your point standings here tonight.
Yeah, it's gaining slowly, thank God.
The car was hooked up tonight. You had some challenges there early in the race, but then this thing was just on a rail like it has been all season long. The outside of the speedway really came in tonight.
Yeah, I was trying to run the berm the best I could. The track was like ice tonight, so there was no really good place to run. Just try to make it work.
How about the people you want to thank to get back here to Victory Lane tonight?
My dad, my brother, my stepdad, my mom, Kennedy's Diner, Lechner Service, Overdrive Automotive, Witt's Barbershop, Lechner Service, everyone who helps out.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, picking up tonight's four-cylinder feature win, Michael Robinson. Tonight's factory stock feature winner, the Thrillbilly Chuck Culbertson. Chuck, congratulations. Welcome back to Victory Lane, buddy.
Oh, man, it's been a struggle the last month. Got to thank a lot of people. Wall-to-Wall Auto, Delhi Napa, Towner Motorsports. Josh helped me out this week, get some brakes back in it. Been a struggle the last month or so. Rear ends, axles. But she was hooked up pretty good tonight. Run the last 16 laps with no power steering. That wasn't fun. But managed to put it here.
And now your point lead, you started off early in the season and you haven't really looked back since. And I'm sure the last month or so has been a struggle, man. With 2 weeks left, you're looking pretty good.
Yeah, we should, as long as we can make a start, right? Yes, sir. I want to also thank my fiance, Carrie. She supports me in everything we do. She's always there. And she wants a new phone.
Congratulations, Chuck.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, picking up tonight's factory stock feature win, Chuck Culbertson. Tonight's modified feature winner, Dan Pompey. Dan, congratulations. Welcome back to Victory Lane.
Thank you, sir.
Now, let's talk about just the season you're having here before we get into tonight's racing. Picked up the opening night win, and then pretty much haven't looked back since with just a couple of weeks left. What's going through your mind as you're chasing that first championship?
Just keep the car in one piece and finish. Tonight I lifted a few times there for the lead just because I didn't want to smash it in the wall. So if I had to finish second, I would have finished second. But
now, you finished third overall in the American Racer Cup standings. That's a pretty good accomplishment.
yeah, that's the best thing that's happened to racing around here. It's the American Racer Cup with free tires and obviously the money now at the end of the year. And it's very good.
Now, how about tonight's racing? This car's a rocket ship, outside, inside. You ran the inside for a while, then you went up to the outside. Man, you had to find yourself a line to get around here in the fast way to get up back up to the front.
Yeah, I would have never guessed I would have won on the top tonight, but I always liked the bottom. Started there on the restart, and it worked, and the car just kept getting better.
How about the people you want to thank that helped you get here to Victory Lane tonight?
That's all my family and Paul from Main Engines. He builds a hell of a motor. We thought I was getting tired, but I guess not tonight.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's modified feature winner, Dan Pompey. Pulling into Victory Lane, Mike Chapman Trucking, Mr. Leak Radiators, Sharky's Fuels, Himmer Graphics, Mark Chet's Garage, Safe Light Auto Glass, M16 tonight's Great Sportsman feature winner, Mike Shane. Mike, congratulations. Welcome back to Victory Lane. This thing was a rocket ship tonight, but you had somebody right on your back bumper there a few laps to go.
Yeah, we missed the setup a little bit tonight on the dry slick track, and thought it might be a little bit more like last week. So we'll do a little homework and come back next week and hopefully make it a little better. But any night you can wind up in Victory Lane's a good night. So everybody ran good tonight. Can't thank my parents enough and my crew for coming back every week and helping me out every week, and glad to get another win.
How about all the sponsors on the side of this hot rod you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, I can't do this without Sharky Fuels, from Rocky from Sharky Fuels, Marquette Transit, all my sponsors, Mike Chapman Trucking, Himmer Graphics, Safe Light Auto Glass. They get me back and forth to the track every week, and can't thank everybody enough.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Picking up the win tonight in the 602, Great Sportsman, Mike Shane.